Welcome to Faith in Action. Today's video is going to be on live streaming setup process for rural churches and businesses. And since I'm a pastor of a rural church, I thought it was very appropriate or in time for me to do a video on live streaming for rural area churches and businesses. The first thing we must do is, if we do have internet, go to speedtest.net. Test your internet speed. Your internet speed needs to be at least 10 megabytes per second or more. If your internet speed is not 10 megabytes per second, since I'm in a rural area of North Carolina, Rockingham to be precise, the best internet signal we're gonna get is from Spectrum at the 400 megabytes per second package. Now, what that's going to do, that's going to give you the upload speeds of 24 megabytes of upload speed, more than enough to run your live streaming setup. Point two, with your internet signal for live streaming, it needs to be its own usage. It's only for live stream only. Nobody else should be on that live stream connection but the streaming source. Okay, so tell your members they got to use their data plan, and if they don't have the right data plan, they cannot use the live streaming data plan that the church or the business is using for their live stream. It must be separate. Okay. Two, if you internet stream is not that, and you have to get more upload speed, and you keep going to your local Spectrum or whatever dealer you're going to use in order to get that internet speed, you may have to do what's called a construction piece. The construction piece is where they come in and they have to do like a new property construction. Long as it's not over $3,000 to for them to come in and do that new construction, you won't have to worry about paying a $3,000 construction bill to get that internet source in. At the most, it's hundreds of dollars, which means that no more than about maybe $200 to $300 to get that internet source that you need for your live streaming setup to be done. Now, all of this was not told to me. The stuff that I had to go out and research and do. So, which leads me to my next point, is called preparation. We know this in the church of preparation. It takes more time to prepare than it actually is to do what you want to do as far as the business side of it. Okay. If you're not prepared to do the job of what you want done, then you're gonna have a lot of problems. You're gonna run at one problem after the next, after the next, after the next. So preparation means you must have a vision of what you want. Now, I went and I researched a lot of products. I first started off with what's called the Roland. As far as equipment, Roland VR systems, which was pretty good for the start-off price that I want. And your preparation, you need to know what your start-off price that you want to have in order to bring forth your live streaming. Now, that product source, amount that I budgeted out was about $5,000 to $6,000 that I was willing to invest into the live streaming of the church, and it had to be mobile. It had to be able to be broken down and moved, and to be able to travel with me or with us as we go out and do our speaking at other churches. Now, that I know that can be a real steep for some people, but it's just saving up. You gotta invest in it. You want to get a piece of equipment that is going to be decent, that's going to be able to give you what you need and the quality of what you need, um, the best at your market price that you set aside. And then Roland was a great product, but the I wanted a screen that I can see, a preview screen that I can really see what's going on from the cameras. So Roland just had a little small, maybe 3x5, sometime maybe 5x6 screen. Even though it was touch screen and all of that, it didn't serve the purpose that I needed for it to serve. So I can really see what's going on when I'm producing it. Plus, I wanted to be able to make sure that it can be operated by one person, and that it is user friendly. User friendly is your friend. You don't want a system that is complicated to learn and complicated to teach, because you want it as simple as possible. Well, Roland gave that me. The only downside was that the monitor screens wasn't what I wanted. So then I moved on to Blackmagic. Blackmagic makes great products. They was out of my price range, and plus they didn't make a product that had the preview screens attached to the switcher that will allow you to do it all in one. They had some cameras that did it, but again, the cameras, you had to either add it as an extension or it was in the back of the camera and you really couldn't see it. So that didn't serve my person. It didn't fit my price bracket. And it also, as far as what I wanted, it didn't fit my price bracket. So then I moved on to NewTek. Tech was another great equipment source for television production and broadcasting. Well, and live streaming. Well, they was really high, and they did a lot of their stuff through the Ethernet, and one cord runs everything, which is great for a fixed system, which is great for a fixed location system. And well, I wanted my stuff to be mobile, and that just wouldn't do, because you might be in a situation where they don't have that necessary stuff that you need in order to hook up to run your production. And then I ran to who I am for, Pro 4, and you got to understand, all these names I'm rolling off to you, they ain't sponsoring me. I'm just telling you what I like. The one I like the most out of all the equipment, as far as switchers and encoders, and fit my price bracket, was Data Video, or datavideo.com. Now, they fit what I wanted. And the only downside was, for me, when I finally found the data product for the switcher, as soon as I got the HS1200 6 input switcher, soon as I got it, about 2 or 3 months later, they produced another one, which was called the HS1300. And I don't have a bad switcher, but the 1300 comes with the encoder and already built into the switcher with the 17-inch monitor. So my HS1200 has a 17-inch monitor, but no encoder built into it. But I do have the NVS, the Data Video NVS 30 encoder recorder, so which I use to upload my videos. Well, I love it. I love it. So now I found my switching product, which was Data Video. Like I said, the Roland series of switchers may fall into your price bracket. The Blackmagic may fall into your price bracket. You might like them more, as well as NewTek. But Data Video answered all of them for me. So I'm pro Data Video and all of their products. Like, they got one product, man, it's the it's the KMU 200 that they just came out with this one 4K camera that can give you that is a fixed camera, but that can give you 4 different angles. So you only need but really one camera to give you 4 different angles as a one-man show in operation, with a large screen on it, built on it, and it can it has a built-in encoder with a recorder on it as well. And it's fairly cheap. It's fairly cheap, and it gives you the best bang for your buck. Okay. Now that you got the equipment on that, next is gonna be the camera source. Okay, your cameras. Well, I like all of Data Video's products. The best product for running your one-man show is the PTC 150. Well, I don't have PTC. I didn't have PTC 150 money, which is like $2,400 for a pan tilt zoom camera. But if you get that fixed location with this MobileCast, what you can do is have these fixed cameras, and you can go ahead and pre-set up your shots of what you want, and you can have your cameras close enough to you, because they make a Data Video BC50 camera that can live stream, because have a built-in encoder, and it can live stream to 2 CDN stations. I mean, it can live stream to 2. They can live stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time from that camera, long as you hook the Ethernet cord up to it. Okay, now, and it's a block camera. Great. It has what's called 20 times zoom, so you don't really have to be right up on a person to get all the shots that you need. Your cameras can sit close to you, and you can, with your preview windows on your Data Video product or switcher, and here's a picture of it right here. Okay, here's my HS 1200 Data Video switcher, and as you can see, you can see it up here. This is my angle from my first camera. This is camera 2. Camera 1, you've seen just a headshot of me. But anyway, this is my switch. You see the 17-inch monitor on it. You see all the control buttons and the whole 9 that are there. And it folds down just like a suitcase. It folds down. It folds down, and you can be able to carry it with you because it's mobile. It's mobile. It folds down, and it's an excellent switcher. Like I said, then they came out with that 1300 that I was sad about. It just hurt my feelings out. You know, I wish I could have got the 1300 one as we were doing it, but that didn't work out. Now it has this program where you can do it from your laptop. Using that program. So now I went from camera 2 to camera 3. And as you can see, you see it right here, that's camera 3. If I want to go back to camera 2 for program, I click it right here, and then boom, I'm right back to camera 2. If I want to go to camera 1, I come over here and click it, boom, I'm right back to camera 1. And camera 1 is the close-up shot of me up in here. But now let's go back to camera 3. Now camera 3, as you got to have the setups in here. Now it gives you these things where you can sit there and get them ready. Say you want picture in picture, boom. You put picture in picture up there. You click it and you turn it on, boom. Picture in picture. You see it. Now you got me at the top, and you can see how you can do a two picture thing all on a switcher. Now this switcher has one PIP that can go with any of the 6 switching developments. So you can just turn that off, and then you right back to a single camera, which is camera 3. And now I'm going to come to camera 6, which will be back at me. So and the other equipment that you will find with this, it will be down in the description key, and you can see all of the products, where to go, how to research and get it all done. And like I said, it's fairly simple in doing. So if you like this video, click the subscribe button and the bell, and like the video. And I'll be having more coming to you, so you'll know when when I'm posting my next video. But those are the basic things that we will need, that you will basically need to get accomplished for a rural church or business. The internet signal is the most important, and then your equipment. You want to get the next best thing. You can't go to the best, and I think Data Video is one of the best companies out there. But I don't have their top of the line products. I have the medium top of the line product, which is serving me very well, as I'm using a mic to do all my talking and stuff through, because the switcher controls the volume and all that, and you have your audio board hooked up to it. But I have all of them listed there. And if you want to see all of my equipment, look at my first video when I said that I put out when they're talking about my first YouTube studio. So my television station and my YouTube studio is the same. Once again, click that subscribe button, click the like button, click the bell, so you'll know the next ones I'm putting up, and y'all have a blessed one.